so much joy.
Forgive us for having fun, Hamza. Forgive us for having fun, Hamza. Let me fucking go on a rant here. Hang on, let me let me just make my video full screen. I don't know how you do that, bro. So I just went on a little rant then, talking about, you know, porn being bad for us and stuff. And this anime profile picture motherfucker just came into the chat and said, forgive us for having fun, Hamza. I'm gonna repeat that again. I just went on a little rant saying that porn is bad for you, that porn and masturbation is bad for you, and this anime profile picture motherfucker just came in and said, forgive us for having fun, Hamza. You cannot make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this shit up. Anime profile picture motherfuckers, bro. Forgive us for having fun. Holy shit, man. That's got to be like a fake profile picture. It's got to be someone like fooling us, just sat there like, oh yeah, I'm gonna troll Hamza. It's got to be. No one is like that, bro. It's got to be someone who's just trolling me. It's got to be. Like, he's pretending he's doing it now, so he just replied saying, got him, yeah. He's pretending now, isn't he? He's just kind of like, he said it thinking that he's being serious. Like, oh yeah, well, Hamza doesn't want us to have fun. And as soon as I called him out, he's just said like, oh well, I got him. And Aravind as well. Like, they're pretending to troll, but I genuinely think they are how they seem. I genuinely think they genuinely like think to themselves, yeah, well, you know, it's fun, and like a little bit of porn and masturbation wouldn't affect me. And then when they get called out for it, these are the kind of guys who, when they get called out, they're like, oh well, it's just a joke. Fucking no frame, no confidence, disgusting beliefs and personality. Holy fuck. I know this sounds horrible, but I never want to meet one of you guys, like one of you fucking anime profile pictures, Aravind and stuff. Imagine like meeting a guy like this, going to shake his hand and he's got fucking cum on his hands. Imagine that, bro. Imagine that. These guys who are saying, oh, but you know, porn and masturbation's normal and it's kind of fun. Imagine like say, oh, what's up, bro? You know, go give him one of these. That's like, bro, if you go to fucking fuck me, bro, if you go to ever shake a fucking anime profile picture guy's hand and you just look at your hand afterwards, it's like, what's all this like yogurty? What's this? Oh. Never, bro, if you know that a guy watches anime, never shake his hand, bro. Oh my god, imagine, I'd get pissed off, bro. Fucking anime guys, bro. And they'll be sat here like, oh, but anime's actually good. Yeah, like, anime's actually fun. Like, holy fuck, man. But Hamza, you don't watch anime, Hamza? Do I look like I watch anime? Fuck me, man. What happened to men? Honestly, like, you're an adult watching cartoons. You're an adult watching cartoons. It's the same as video games. Do you know, if you're a 10-year-old boy, a 15-year-old boy, even 16, 17-year-old boy, okay, cartoons and video games, you know, you're a bit of a loser. You're not one of like the cool kids in school and stuff. Okay, fine. You know, we've all been there. But when you're older than 18 and you're still watching cartoons, fucking anime, fucking Rick and Morty, and you're still playing video games, and you're watching this video right now, you know, motherfuckers, like, you know, this video will be clipped and posted onto YouTube, and people will, as always, oh, Hamza's being too serious. Well, what's wrong with video games? I disagree with Hamza's opinion on video games. I'm like, bro, you're an adult, aren't you? You're a man, aren't you? Aren't you like 20 years old, 18 years old, 22 years old, and you're watching cartoons? You're not successful. You haven't built the body that you want. You haven't achieved your goals. You have no accountability to your actions. You haven't retired your family, and you're talking about just being sat there with some like fucking potato crisp or some shit. Oh well, anime. If you've never tried anime and you can't have an opinion on anime, shut up. You've got an anime profile picture and motherfuckers telling me, well, if you've never tried anime, you can't have an opinion on it. They literally talk like drug addicts. Well, you've never even tried it. Why don't you just try it once? Bro? Here, take the joint. Take the fucking anime. Like, how many of my boys watch anime? Oh my god. What is I know this is a take that's seen as like an L take, and everyone's like, oh well, Hamza's so wrong with this. He's being mean, and oh my fuck me, man. W or L for anime, boys. I think anime and video games is essentially the same thing. It's just grown-ups who haven't gotten out of like the childhood indulgence complacent state. The thing is, right, I'm just a guy on the internet, and you can do whatever you want, but you just need to realize that your actions have consequences. And when you're sat there lonely as fuck, when you're sat there broke, and you're like, oh, but W anime, and you're literally sat there and you've got less than £5,000 in your bank account, there's a reason why. It's simple. It's literally as simple as that. There is a reason why you've always heard of that like stereotypical common story of a young man who's addicted to things like anime, porn, and video games, gives them up, and then makes the most progress of his entire life. There's a reason why you see that exact same story all of the time. And all these guys saying W anime wonder why they're broke. They wonder why girls are so shallow. Girls only want guys who are rich. Girls only... Do you not piece it together? Can you not see the link? And oh, bro, the amount of guys who say, oh, but Hamza doesn't have any fun. I promise you right now, if people observed in third person, imagine like everyone was a ghost, and in third person they observed my life or the life of a guy who plays video games and watches anime, every single person, 100 out of 100 people would literally think that I'm having more fun than these guys who say like, oh, well, Hamza's not having any fun. Hamza's not having any fun because he doesn't watch anime or he doesn't play video games. This is literally the mentality of so many men, like the men who are your friends, the men who are around you. Their mentality is that if you don't play video games and you don't watch anime, that you aren't having fun in your life. They don't even realize that you can have fun in the normal real world without a fucking screen in front of you. They literally don't even realize. To them, if you aren't like watching some shit and if you're not playing some shit, to them they think that, well, then you're not having any fun at all. Hamza doesn't play video games and he doesn't watch anything apart from educational content, so he must not be having fun. Oh, well, I just want to forgive me for having a little bit of fun, Hamza. How can you think that's so... Oh man, these guys literally think you're like living a boring life if you don't do the same like little fucking screen watching, content consuming, video game playing activities that they do. Think about that. They literally are convinced that you have a boring life if you don't play video games. Why do you think that is? Why do you think these anime profile motherfuckers, these anime profile pictures, why do you think they think this? Because they don't do anything else with their lives. So doesn't that inherently just show us what kind of life they're living because they play video games and they watch anime? Like, oh, but Hamza, you're missing out. Yeah, this is a W take right here. Stanley. The ironic thing is that the people saying, why can't we have fun, are actually not having fun. Living a life of indulgence is not fun. The fun starts when you get into self-improvement. That's 100% true. And all these little kids, they won't believe that. They won't believe that, and they'll cringe to that statement. The fun starts when you get onto self-improvement. The fun starts when you actually start living a healthy, normal life where you can enjoy the real world instead of just a fucking screen in front of you. What happened to men, honestly? It's weird, you know, like I can ask a question like that, like, oh, what happened to men? I'm 25 years old. I've never actually experienced a time where men have been strong, but it's so weird that it's almost like I relate more to strong men of history that I've never even met before than I do to my generation of men right now. And every now and then there's like a shining light. Like I'm next to my gym right now. I'm about to go do a workout in about half an hour, and the amount of kids in there, I don't even mean to say kids in a disrespectful way, because I wouldn't even consider them like boys or, you know, children or anything. They're all 14, 15, 16, 17 years old, and they're disciplined. Like this city that I'm in right now, it's called Inverness in Scotland. Inverness, that's where I am right now. I'm going to be here for maybe another week or so I'll do some like meetups and stuff. But there's this one gym that I go to here, and literally there's such a weird culture of 16-year-olds who are literally waiting half an hour, 1 hour after school. They take the bus after school after waiting for 45 minutes. They take the bus here, and literally, I don't know if this is normal for you guys. Let me know. Is this just weird for me or for you guys? You go into a gym and there's literally 20, 30 school kids there. I've never seen that before in my entire life. You go into a gym and there's literally 20, 30, 17-year-olds, and they're all fucking like lifting properly. They're in the gym lifting. Little 16-year-olds, little 17-year-olds, and these anime profile picture motherfuckers are here saying, oh, well, Hamza won't let us have fun. How does a 16-year-old boy have more discipline than you? Anime profile picture motherfuckers. How are like grown-ass men here talking about like, oh, but Hamza, Super Smash Bros, Hamza, aren't you gonna play Elden Ring, Hamza? What about 1 hour of it? Shut up. I know I seem like an asshole for this, because, you know, you're allowed to like do what you want, and, you know, oh, here's this judgmental guy, he's being a bit aggressive. But fuck, man, when you've been on the other side of this and you've seen the consequences of what happens to men when they make the wrong choices and they end up with fucking mental illnesses and they end up hating their lives. This is why I get so emotional and so serious about this shit, because I've seen the other side. All of these guys, all these little anime profile pictures, they haven't seen the consequences of their actions just yet. They think it's normal to live a life of loneliness. They think it's normal to live a life of like poor health and negative thoughts. They think that's normal because that's all they've ever experienced. I've experienced both sides to life, right? This is the thing about, you know, you're hearing from this guy who's ranting about like, you know, anime and video games and porn and drugs and partying and stuff. You're not hearing this from some like random imam or some priest who's never experienced these things. You're hearing these words from a guy who has totally indulged in the things that you're addicted to. If you're watching this video right now and you're addicted to video games, you're addicted to porn, you're addicted to drugs, you're watching bullshit media entertainments. When you watch me criticize those things, it seems so easy to say, oh well, you know, he's not having fun, bro. I was doing those things more than you could imagine. I've experienced both sides to life now. I've totally indulged in the instant gratification activities, and I've totally indulged or just committed and disciplined myself to the delayed gratification activities. And I'm telling you right now, as a man who's experienced both sides to life, I'm telling you, there isn't many of us. You have not met many men who have experienced both sides. Usually it's just the guy who's a fucking total loser for all of his life, or the guy who's just pretty much always had that positive feedback loop. He's always been pretty productive and everything. What you see in front of you is a rare opportunity to see both. You're hearing the words of a man who's experienced both sides to life. You don't even know what life can be like. All these guys, look at them just spamming. Oh, this isn't a good look, Hamza. This isn't a good look, Hamza. Oh, Hamza. Oh, watch out, Hamza. Anime's okay. Moderation is key. Go fuck yourself. Moderation is key. I'm tired of that fucking weak mantra. This Jeffrey propaganda that all these motherfuckers who criticize me is like, oh, but Hamza doesn't understand that balance is key. Shut up. Balance is key. Shut up. Stop being a coward. Oh, but Hamza, moderation and everything in balance. Just shut up. You can't use like this fucking, oh, but you know, I'm sophisticated, I'm intellectual because balance is key, Hamza. Shut up. Never ever push towards something that is inherently bad for you. And if you don't believe something like anime and video games is bad for you, your mind is literally so fucked up. You've got Stockholm syndrome. Honestly, all of these guys defending video games, all of these guys defending anime literally have like symptoms of Stockholm syndrome. They're like, no, not my abuser, not my abuser. He's really nice. He takes care of me, daddy. How do you sit there and mouth read and watch anime? If you're gonna watch stuff, okay, you know, educational material is fantastic. Let's grow as men. But if you're broke right now, shut the fuck up about anime. Honestly, like I need to be a little bit more aggressive. If you're broke right now, if you're not successful, if you don't like your life, if you're not healthy, if you've got less than like a few £1,000s equivalent in your bank account, then shut up, bro. What are you talking about? Like, oh, 1 hour a day, Hamza. Shut up. You don't have that 1 hour to waste. And these guys, oh, you'll end up alone and without friends if you don't know how to have fun with others. This guy thinks that having fun with others is him and his little virgin friend sat there mouth breathing. This is a good episode of Rick and Morty. How is that having fun with others? These guys literally, they say this shit to me all the time. Oh, but Hamza would struggle to make friends because he doesn't watch the newest movies. You're telling me that the only friends you have are those guys that you discuss movies and anime and video games with. So not only do we know that you're a loser, but of course, obviously we know that the people you're hanging out with is losers.